Oh, hello. Right, welcome. It is still a little bit bright out. There's a little bit light still out there. Because it is still summer, although it is nowhere near as bright as it was only a few weeks ago. I mean, if you go back a couple of streams, then it would still be sun beaming in, almost. The sun actually sets over there, but over there, not over there. But you get the picture. If I turn these lights off here, you can see, well, there's still lights on over there, but you can see here that there is actually light coming in from there. But the street lights are on, the sky is getting quite dark. We're almost at twilight. We need to still go a little bit further to twilight, like maybe 10, 15 minutes. Well, maybe 15 to 20 minutes more like. But then we're in twilight. And soon, it's going to be night time when I start these streams. And then we're going to go through the cycle again. And then it's going to get brighter again. And then we're going to be back in summer. And that's the cycle. So, now that we're all on the same page, I can go. So, bye. No, wait. No, it's something else. Oh, right, shoutouts, yes, sorry. Right, so Kango Fango Street, no, something else. Wait, what's the stream title? Oh, Train Simulator, yes, now I see. Right, sorry. Hello, Kango Fango, greetings once more. Hey, stream title, Train Simulator and go it, swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Light twilight, and dark twilight? I don't think so. Page, what page? You forgot to actually stream. I see. Oh, it's fine. Right. So, in this stream, we're playing Train Simulator, as you can probably expect from the title, and we are going to be. Now, actually, I've got a little bit of feedback from last Train Simulator, which is that they say the one individual said that it might be better when I show on Google Maps where we're going to be driving, if I started zoomed out and then zoomed in. The trouble with that is, well, two reasons really. One is that doing it like that would, sometimes I wouldn't be able to find the place again if I zoom out all the way and then trying to find it. The other reason is that, well, if you know where it is, then you're gonna be excited because you're, oh, I know where this is, I recognize that town name. Or if you don't know where it is, then you say, okay, well, this kind of looks a little bit deserty maybe, and zoom out and it's, oh, of course, it's the Arizona desert. And then you know it that way, and I prefer having those moments. But anyway, let's get going. So we're going to be driving here, which you should be able to see. Oh, why did it zoom out again? That's odd. That was really odd. Anyway, why is it that laggy over here? Seems suspicious. Anyway, right. So we're going to be driving here, not from all the way down here, but we're going to be driving from here, Avignon, and we're going to be driving up to Lyon, up there. And this, if you didn't know, is over here, which is in France, down here. See, you know where it is now, even though I started the other way. I've already loaded into the session. Hopefully the sound works. You've got to let me know if it's too loud or too quiet, please. Hopefully I remember the controls, and hopefully I won't have to deal with the normal French signals, because I have no idea how they work. Right. Shadows, you could zoom out, but leave your pointer on location so that you don't lose a location. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, LGV Rhone Valley. Cursor's really tiny, it's barely visible. But thank you. Oh, duplex time. But couldn't you tell where it was? I thought you could. Anyway, like I said, Avignon to Lyon. And I will probably mispronounce a lot of these names. Please correct me if I do. I could just point it out. Pointed it out, yeah. Anyway, good morning, driver. We're heading to Lyon this early morning service. Take charge of this TGV duplex at Avignon partway through its trip from Marseille. Start by picking up passengers before making your journey to Lyon, where you will make your final stop. Please allow passengers to board before departing. Okay. Doors open. That seems right. And the TVM is enabled. Good. And this is actually how far we made it on the normal map, because this is an extension, a route extension. The original map goes from down here, which is Marseille, to Avignon, and this extension goes all the way up to Lyon, up here. And we made it all the way to this place in that stream, which I think was like the fourth stream I've done on Train Simulator. Anyway, this is our train. It can go quite fast, as you might imagine. It's got a lovely passenger view. Sur les ponts d'Avignon. Please explain. Oh, and we can go. 170. So let's enable our cruise control and put it up to 150, 60, 70. The cruise control can be operated with the Y and C keys. And that seems much too quiet. Hold on. Let's try it like this. This is better. That seems better. Not sure you'd actually be allowed to do this, or be possible for you to do this, but sure. Okay, and the TVM signaling has just been activated, which will display the numbers here. And actually we don't really need the display at the bottom here while we're driving, because that's what this number, that's what this is for. There's literally an in-cab signaling thing. Although we may need it for stops. Let's see, where are we going to stop? Oh, just at Lyon. That's fine. Oh, beeps, beeps. Oh yes, up to 300. Good, good. Now let's increase the cruise control up to 300. There we are. And we're off. Already moving quite quickly, as you can see. On the bridge of Avignon. It's a song. Oh, how does the melody go? Hold on, I don't want to zoom in this far, I just want to zoom in a little bit, but it only goes in these steps for me. Twas the third stream. Fourth was Northeast Corridor and the GG1. First was a Tornado on the 50s Riviera and Challenger on the River, and the second was a Chorus. Yes, that is correct, I believe. Already almost at 200 kilometers per hour. And then if you look out the window, you can just see everything swooshing by. Although it's going so fast you can't really tell what's going on. Probably over here it's a bit easier to tell. I wonder why the windows over there aren't tinted, but these ones are. That's a bit strange. Although this does feel like you're in the cockpit of a spacecraft. It really does. You can hear it, correct? Otherwise I'm assuming you would have said that you can't hear it. Read its song. Okay, I'll listen to it. One moment. Please keep an eye on my train for me while I listen to this. About to hit 300. There we are, thank you, cruise control. So is it about them dancing on the bridge? Or I'm not that familiar with the French language to be able to understand most of what they're saying. But is it about people dancing on the bridge? Certainly seemed like it. Okay. Yeah, audio's A-okay. Keep an eye. 300, 299, 300. Yes. Let's have a nice flyby. And in this case, I think that flyby is the correct term. I'm probably not even going to have enough time to put the camera in a nice spot. Yep. Yep. That was too little time. Hold on. Hold on to your seats. You've got to get really far ahead of the train to be able to have a good flyby. Let's get another one. Let's get another one over here. Maybe not necessarily a screenshot, although I mean, if it's gonna look like this, then swoosh. The timing is quite tricky with getting these screenshots because it's just going so... Oh, we're going in a tunnel. Okay, I want to get a screenshot over here. And then I want to see what it looks like in the tunnel. Okay. Ooh, tunnely. Does have cab lights. And the control lights were already on. Good, good. Over bridge. Are we still? Yeah, we're still at 300. Good. Ooh, look at that. There's a, come on, scenery. Yes. Where was I? Oh, bridge. Yes, good. Good, good. I want to get a nice picture. Or, well, I guess this doesn't really suit itself for a picture, but a nice flyby anyway. Okay. Right. From what I know, yes, that's what it's about. But I also don't know the lyrics to it or knowledge of the language. You don't know knowledge of the language. Okay. AWS? Ha! No. I've also heard that the APTE's cab was also quite a bit like a spacecraft's. Let's hop into the passenger view again. Come on, really, you could have given me the clear window over on this side. Nah, it's probably dirt or tinting or whatever. You can just see how the landscape is flying past. And this is what it actually feels like when you're riding the train. The thing is, you don't really sense any movement, any motion. If you close your eyes, the occasional movement of like 1 or 2 millimeters, like probably due to wind resistance or wind in general, but you really couldn't tell that you're moving. You hear this hum, this whirring sound underneath. But this is really what it's like. You just see the landscape flying past. There's a little town. You say, oh, there's a town. Oh, hello. Oh, bye, town. Yes, and then the town's already gone, basically. Like you can see here. It's amazing if you get to ride in a train that goes at like 300 kilometers an hour. And, yes. Gotta keep an eye on it. Okay, that's good. Also, imagine this train in Intercity Swallow. That would be an interesting sight. Dirty tint or tinted dirt. Yes, either one would do. Dirt, tinting, or both. Alright. You're right. You're right. I just closed my eyes. I didn't feel a thing. Oh. Told ya. Why aren't there more French routes for TS? I mean, non-high-speed ones. You could have those old express locomotives that have like the zigzaggy front to them, if you know what I mean, where it's like going out and then back in and then out again. I think that could be really nice. Plus, it would give an opportunity and a reason to learn the French signaling system, like the normal one, because here you're using, for the most part, the you're using the what is it called? TVM. Ooh, that looks nice. Ah, yes. Although, perhaps I could... Oh wait, is there a train coming? Ooh, there is. That train just passed us at an effective velocity of 600 kilometers an hour. And it didn't blow a single window out, as far as I'm aware. Right. Oh, this one? Ah, yes, that's exactly the one I meant. It would be so nice if that was in TS and there was an appropriate route for it. Nederlands Spoorwegen also had some. Ooh, yes, Koploper would be so nice. Imagine if you had Koplopers in TS. Or at least ones that looked like them. Charles, you're right. I've just checked. My windows are still intact. Good. Good. If it beeps, let me know. Charles, pretty sure Just Trains made quite a few French locomotives, and also the Koploper. Yes, but on what routes would you use them? That's my question. Because I guess you could use them on some of the German routes, and they wouldn't look that out of place. But still, it wouldn't really be the same to see DB trains everywhere and DB logos on stations and things like that. Available from their site. Don't have any myself, but still. Not sure if they've got routes for them. I don't know either. Yes, I know there was a transformer there, so I should have put my power down to 0, but we've already passed it, and I don't think TS simulates that aspect of proceedings. The thing is, it would be going even faster, but as you can see, there's a little bit of lag, and the little bit of lag is lowering the frame rate. So for example, if I look like that, you can see it's going this fast. If I look straight down, you can see that it's now moving faster. So, can you stick your head out the cab? Like this? Yes, in Train Simulator, but actually, well, no, it's the emergency exit over there. Let's see if I can get another screenshot zoomed all the way in. Ooh, maybe coming through the bridge might be nice. If I can manage to get it in time. Which I may not be able to. There we are. Ah, yes, that looks nice. Swoosh! Neat. Swoosh! Yes. Oh, I should save. Thank you very much for reminding me. You may ask, how did you remind me? Well, by typing swoosh. because it starts with S, and so I thought at first you said save, but no, you said swoosh, but you still reminded me. You just look over there at all the grass and shrubs as they're whooshing past. You can see how fast we're actually going. The frame rate can't really keep up to accurately represent the motion. Hi Gordon, bye Gordon, eh? Right. Ah, I thought that was the reason. Alright, well then, there you go. Hi Gordon, bye Gordon, eh? Ha, yeah. He flew past Percy and rocketed past Henry. Oh, maybe we're gonna get a tunnel up ahead? Perhaps. Ooh, or maybe not. Maybe it's a cutting. Oh no, it looks like a cutting. Oh, if it's a cutting, then... Oh, it is a little bit of a cutting. Maybe you can get a nice background, actually. Not sure. Perhaps. That could be good. With the hills in the background. The hills are alive with a sound of whoosh 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 whoosh. Bertie. Hi Duplex, fancy a race? Never mind. Yes. Hehe. I think this would also be a nice train to drive at night because of the sound. You can hear the wind whooshing past, the gentle hum of the engines. I think this would, I think it would be quite nice at night as well. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, there's a cutting up ahead. Oh, quite a big cutting as well. I mean, come on, I have to be able to get a good image here. Right? I mean, you'd think so. Wouldn't you? With the correct field of view? Ooh, like that probably. Oh, yes, that could look really nice. Dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. There it goes. Need to remember to zoom all the way out and then go back in. Hehe, nice. I'm sure it would be swoosh. Indeed. Oh, texture loading in that. Nice. Thank you, game, for loading the textures. They do add a lot. I mean, theoretically, this could also be a nice, something like that could be a nice thumbnail, cropped, of course, but still, that could be nice. Although, I think that probably others could be better a little bit from the outside, but still. Okay, we're about to crest the hill. Look at this, it's almost like a roller coaster going up and down like this. Nice bit of forest on the side there. Over here as well. Actually, if we're over here, and I zoomed in over this way. Ah, you see, like that. See, just look how much better you can look out of that window, color-wise, over this window. It's the same issue that I have with OMSI, with a lot of the OMSI mods as well. I'm not sure why people do that. I guess so that it looks like, oh, there's actually a window there and it's not just a hole, but sure, a little bit. Just a tiny amount, or maybe even a bit of a dirt texture. Like over here, you can see There it is slightly brighter. I would perhaps use half the opacity that this is, but having a little bit of texture like that as well. Like for example, calcium from rain or dried rain basically. But still. Do the sunlights work? I do not believe that they do. No, unfortunately not. This route is like the X53 route, only S shift Z plus 10. I get what you mean. It's for those of you who don't realize, it is a reference to Blender, where if you press S, you scale something, and then shift Z, you scale it on every axis except for the Z axis, which in Blender is the up and down axes. And then you also type in 10, so you increase the length 10 times on all the axes except for the up and down axes. So essentially you have a shape that stays as flat as it was, but is scaled up like that 10 times. Yes. What a nice view you have out there. I think that this extension is really worth it. If you get it on sale. I got it on sale, summer sale. Which actually ends today, if I recall correctly. As of recording this. Streaming this, I guess. And yeah, the scenery is quite diverse, quite nice. A lot of hills, a lot of forests and stuff as well. Exactly, thanks for explaining, Shadis. Yeah, the white tinted windows in OMSI 2. It's really only AD156s converted MM2 buses, but there's also others. Oh right, ends today, yeah. And the thing is, with this route, the scenery is quite detailed, especially for how long this is. Let's see. Yeah, because Lyon is still 150 kilometers away, and I can't see where that was. But I think in total the length is probably something close to 300 kilometers, I would guess, that this extension adds. And you can see just how quickly that distance is going down there on the left. If you look over here, you can see traveling at 300 kilometers an hour. Oops, it's a bit difficult. One moment. It's a bit difficult in the zooming in and out. So you can see there, if it's not blocked by something, how quickly it's going down. So just now it was 51 kilometers. 50.5. 25, 50. We've just gone a kilometer in only a few seconds. Alright. Yep, sales already ended. Extensions $14.99 again. Yes, scenery is lovely on this. Great work to the devs. So, 1 hour for a run up or down the extension when going at a constant speed of 300 kilometers an hour. Well, this scenario is supposed to take 1 hour, and it's going from Avignon to Lyon. And for most of it, the speed limit is 300 kilometers an hour. There's a little bit of a decrease as we get into Lyon, I believe, and then of course we have to slow down going into the station and speed up beforehand. And unless there is it could be that there is an increase in speed to 320 kilometers an hour, but I don't think so, not on the extension. There is on the main route, Marseille to Avignon, but not on this, I think, although could be wrong. And yeah, it could also be that the train gets slowed down if there's a restricting signal aspect, but I doubt that that's on there, because usually Dovetail Games scenarios aren't that difficult Normally, in most scenarios, you don't get yellow or red signals unless you're... it's like a very dense commuter route, like for example the London Overground or something. There you can quite often get yellow signals and things like that, but normally you don't really. And it would make sense for this, because I'm assuming that in this the trains would be spaced out enough that they would be able to travel at their, well, basically at Vmax, at the train's highest possible speed on the tracks. Because otherwise, what's the point of having high-speed train on high-speed tracks? Hello, tunnel. Ooh, this should be a nice effect. Ooh, look at that. If you look out the window, yeah, you just... Normally, if you were to look at this in real life, it would just be one continuous line. Ooh, although I like the lighting in here, very cozy. Ooh, in here as well. And swoosh, out we come, onto a viaduct. Very nice. Right. Oh, right. Imagine getting a speeding ticket on this route. Imagine the police being able to catch up with you on this route. Actually, what? That's not the button I meant. Hold on. No, that's good. Yeah, that's the horn. Again. Actually, could we maybe get a nice screenshot like that? Not really. Nah, didn't work. Did not work. Though maybe we can get one over here. Because we've got a nice curve here as well. Oh, there was a noise. I'll look on stream in a moment. Airspeed Live is now coupled up. Thank you very much, Airspeed Live. How are you? Right. Also, can you open the windows in the passenger compartment so that the passengers can get some fresh air? The thing is that this train, the aerodynamics of it, the sides are so smooth. So actually, with the previous iteration of the TGV, they designed it. They had a tiny little lip on the windows that was extending out of the main shape of the main profile of the train, aerodynamic profile, just by a couple of millimeters, and that caused so many issues because the air at that speed was acting like sandpaper. It was just grinding that away, also creating more air resistance and things like that. It was just grinding that away, and so they actually had to fix that for more when they built more TGVs, and this was the older one, the older design. So yeah, this is just so to the smallest detail streamlined and smoothed out. Even having the windshield down at the bottom, which if you can see this down at the bottom, that's not a snowplow down there. There's actually a windshield to stop the air from catching in the bogie as much. Right. Also, doesn't France also feature purple signals? Yes, they do. Ah, interesting. Yeah, the motion blur would be nice, but oh well. Well, yeah. No, thank you. In Train Sim World, you've got motion blur. Luckily, you can turn it off, but yeah, there is actually the TGV or LGV, I guess, line for that as well, which would feature that motion blur. But, the police class 37 can always catch up to you. Ha. That I would like to see. Thanks for the follow. Good, thank you. Hello. Yes, hello. Hey, so that lip was pretty much gone after the first test run? No, I think... No, they did go into service, and then the next iteration of the TGV program, I think, had the windows flush completely, if I recall correctly. But please look it up yourself. Also, the windows would open inwards, not outwards. Yeah, but still, you'd have a place for the pressure to escape into, and then you'd catch that edge, probably. I don't know. I'm not that into aeronautics. Alright, not a snowplow. Oh, was the gas turbine TGV on the one with the lip? No, I meant... No, that was the next one, the electric one. I think the first orange electric TGV was the one, I believe. 7 people watching, where did you come from? Last time I looked there were 2. Hello, though, welcome. We're driving from Avignon to Lyon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think I am, vaguely. And yes, driving quite quickly. Ooh, that's a perspective we haven't had yet on the flyby. Like right here. Not that much. Like just like this. There we go. Yes, the cruise control is very helpful in this. Oh, also, this features a manually lapped brake, which means that the brake functions more as like that of a steam locomotive than that of other other electric trains, or diesel trains for that matter. Mr. Snipes, hiya. Oh, Mr. Snipes, you're here. Hello. Mr. Snipes is here. Hello, sir. Let's see. Well, he's in users in chat, so hello. SB Live, he is indeed. I saw him peeking out of that crate labeled users. Yes. Trying to get himself shipped off to Madagascar, as always. Yes. Luckily, he had some Arctic birds with him to help him get out of the box. Well, to then help him get out of the box in time. XT. Okay, how far is it? 109.5 kilometers. And we're supposed to be there at 10:07. Oh, we're going to be there at 10:03 according to this. So, still got about 20 odd minutes left. A little bit more. About 25 minutes actually. Which should actually fit quite nicely. You just see the distance melting away at the bottom there. So, we're 1 kilometer away from the next signal on my mark. And so that was 1 kilometer away from the next signal. And we're going to be passing that next signal on my next mark. Mark. That was 1 kilometer. I know. It's incredible, isn't it? Right. Also, hey, Code Monkey. Hello, yes. Has anyone ever told you your English accent is very noble? Not many accents like that anymore. Very noble. I've heard that my English accent sound is quite good. Because I'm not natively English. English isn't my first language. But I have not heard it described as noble yet. Thank you for the compliment. He's lurking, it seems, yes. Shadows, intelligence. Intelligence. Above average, sir, but I don't like to brag. Yes. Ooh, oh, this station, yes. Right, I remember this station from the trailer. This station was also in some action movies, I think, that were shot here. What is this station called? Are there any station boards, signs, names anywhere? Oh, there's one. Valence. Valence? I'm guessing? Valence. I don't know how to pronounce that in the French, sorry. Yes, like the Queen's English. I hope not to that extreme, because the Queen's English is quite... It is quite over the top, if you ask me. And that just sounds posh and arrogant of you. Yeah. Sud. Sud. I guess means south. Yes. As far as I know, Sud means south. It's quite similar to the German word Süd, which means south. It's got an umlaut instead of the U. Probably does. Now this is some speed. Don't have to do much in terms of driving, but the scenery changes so quickly that it's still fun to drive on here. If we were going slower and we'd had cruise control like this, like maybe at sort of, I don't know, 50 or 60 kilometers per hour, then it would probably get quite boring. But traveling at this speed, no, it's still it's very interesting still. Quite a lot of fun. For me. And for you as well, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So that is proof. Like that, Sud. Yes, that is true. How far are we? We are... just above 90 kilometers away. At some point we're going to get into speed restrictions as well, but I think we've still got a while to go. Let's save in case it crashes, which sometimes Train Simulator does. Although, mostly when the Windows update notification decides to switch over the application, which isn't great, because then sometimes if you switch back it crashes. Imagine this duplex in the classic TGV orange livery. That'd be nice. I mean, maybe it could be that someone has a repaint for it, perhaps. I mean, on Trains in World 2 it would be much easier, and probably someone already has that, because there you can create repaints, and I think even upload them to the Steam Workshop, if I recall correctly. Good. Not sure about Steam Workshop, but you can upload them to their site. Well, that's good as well. Let's hop into the passenger view for a bit. Just to look out the window and just see the landscape rushing past. I think they wanted to put in Steam Workshop eventually. Oh, so then it's probably not part of it yet. But yeah. It would be good to have Steam Workshop support for that. And actually, I did grab Trains in World 2 when it was available for free on the Epic Games Store. I installed it, and I can run it at the lowest possible settings, but even then it's usually not that laggy, but it just stutters. It runs for a couple of seconds, like maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and then there's a little bit of a lag spike stutter, and then it goes for a little bit, and especially if I turn the camera, and it's just not very nice, especially with minimum settings. But I do have it claimed, so if and when I get a better computer, I can maybe try it again and see how well I can run it then. But Train Simulator, TS21, is still very nice. Of course not perfect. I would improve some things. Okay, so one thing, if I had to choose any one thing that I would love to have improved in Train Simulator, it would be that the F5 text, which you can see up there, which you can use, for example, to drive a steam locomotive without the clunky UI at the bottom. I want that text to have either a background or a very slight outline to it, because the text is white, and if you're outside and you've got it against clouds, even if it's, if it's even more cloudy than this, you really can't read it. You struggle so much to read the text, and it is so distracting from actually driving. And if Dovetail Games, if you're watching this for some reason, I don't know why you would be, but if you are, if there's any one thing, please fix that. Please put preferably a grey outline, just a very 1 pixel wide grey outline around that text. That would be great. Thank you. In advance, yes. Right. They could print it into that livery RL too, like as a heritage thing, sort of like Stagecoach, where they had recently painted one of their ALX 400s back into the Stagecoach stripes livery from the 1960s. 1990s, sorry, not 1960s. Yes, that would be nice. I prefer TS21 currently. Yeah, me too, but I can't really tell that much. Oh, there was another notification. We'll have a look at that as we're traversing the tunnel. St. Clinton, Saint Clinton. Hello, Saint Clinton or St. Clinton. Thank you for coupling up. Welcome. Yes. Shadows, what if that F5 text had a drop shadow? Would that be better? Yes, a drop shadow would also work great. And that would probably be even easier to implement, because with a drop shadow, you literally need to just take the text element. Basically, this text, when you display it, when you write it on screen, when you display it, change the position by like 2 or 3 pixels to the right and down, and make it black. And then, then display it. And then on top of that, just draw the normal text that you draw normally. You'd overwrite the pixels, the black pixels, with a white text, and then you'd have a drop shadow. Very simple. And I can't imagine it being difficult in this game engine. All you'd need to do is basically just draw the text twice, only one time black and slightly offset. Basically. Alright, hello, exactly, Paradise, yeah. Oh, also, you might see that sometimes when the train kind of whirs a little bit higher, that's either the dynamic brakes kicking in or the train accelerating slightly. And actually, if this yellow symbol's on there, on the little thing, so this one, there we go, that means that the train is slowing down. It's using, the cruise control is using the dynamic brakes to slow the train down a little bit. Oh, yes. Which you can see here as well. You can see that little needle there spiking. It goes down a little bit to slow down just a little bit. Of course, now it needs to accelerate. Yeah, see, now it's accelerating a bit, going up to 300 again, and then it's dropping, and that's what's causing that little whirring sound that's sometimes kicking in. Yes. If I reduce the throttle, say to this, for example, then it wouldn't do it as often because it wouldn't have that much power, but we'd then slow down too much. So I'm just going to keep it on maximum. And that's also what's causing that slight forwards-backwards jolt occasionally. It's the acceleration and cutting off the acceleration, or deceleration. Yes. Alright, yes. So, you'd draw the black one first, and the white one afterwards on top. Yes. Of course, not entirely on top, because otherwise there's no point to it. But offset slightly, yes. You're right. Interesting shadows. A bit like a road vehicle's retarder in it. Is that how retarders work? Do they turn the electric traction motors into a essentially a dynamo, using the resistance to slow down, basically. So instead of using electricity to accelerate it, you're using it to slow it down. Is that how that works, or how does a retarder work specifically? Like the actual mechanics of how it works. Also, would it be nice if there was a USS Excelsior mug between the two throttle levers? Well, it would be... I would appreciate it, but I think it doesn't... Well, this doesn't really have anything to do with this train specifically. So... And you'd see that every time you were driving the train, and then... no, probably not. Probably not. Retarder is engine brake, yes. Good. Thank you. I did think so too. Yes. Good. Let's go to the outside view again for a little bit. Let's save again. How far are we away? Okay, just over 55 kilometers. And you can see how fast that's melting away. Okay, right. I also really like the 3D clouds on this, or any route really that has 3D clouds, because it means that there are shadows being cast by those clouds. And so sometimes the train's in shadow, sometimes it's in the light, and that really adds it. For example, here is shadow. It's in the shadow of the clouds. Yes, but if I fly up here, you can see that over there, it's quite bright because the sun's actually shining there. We're just in the shadow of a cloud at the moment. And that does... A lot of the time you don't really realize it if you're driving, unless you're paying attention to it, but it's the sort of thing that makes it feel more alive, more realistic, even if you don't consciously notice it. But since I know that that's how it works, that this is how it works on some routes, I do tend to pay attention to it. So if it's on and you don't press the accelerator, it would slow the vehicle down a little bit, depending on the retarder setting. I know it from ETS2. Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Well, the way the dynamic brake works is it uses the train's speed to essentially generate electricity using the electric traction motors, which then needs to take that energy from somewhere, which is the momentum of the train. So it slows the train down by essentially turning them into generators. Yeah, the clouds are nice. So is this, from what I've seen? What is that? Let's have a look. Oh, that. Yes. That does look very nice. It does look quite dramatic, and it looks like it's definitely an improvement over what's the default. Yeah. But the thing with it is that I would rather have a new route, like an entirely new route, or a new loco or something like that. Especially since, well, my machine is quite a few years old now, going about 6 years old, and as you can see, with some routes it is a little bit laggy, and some routes, I mean, I can't even run some routes because of shader issues with my virtual machine that I'm running it over. It literally just glitches and stuff like that with some shaders. Can't run them. For example, the clinch field route, can't run it. The 5 circle, can't run that either. And with some other routes, like 2 other routes, one or 2 other routes, it just crashes the game completely. If I get to a certain point, it's just fine, everything's fine, and then get to a certain point and just crashes. So yeah, and I don't know if that enhancement pack, that environmental enhancement pack, would hurt my frame rate even more. And I didn't want to buy it, only to find out that I can't really use it, and then I'd have to uninstall it to be able to still run the game. And then I'd have to look into if I can get a refund for it or all that sort of stuff. I don't really want to bother, basically. Plus, I don't play Train Simulator that much to warrant it, but it does look very nice. And if you have it, and if it works for you, then I do think that it's definitely an improvement over the base game. Right. That is a good add-on. AP Sky and Weather Enhancement Pack. Ah, nice. Have you got it? I haven't as of yet. Yes, I buy all AP stuff, so good. You buy all of AP's stuff? Oh, you must have spent a lot of money then. Although they do produce some very good stuff. Also, I've just seen that they've released Volume 2 of the Network Enhancement Pack. Oh, have they? Yes, I was driving it earlier. Ha! How was it? Alright, did you have fun? It was a nice run, yes. Good, good, good. Nice. It was this. Ah, let's have a look. Actually, I'll give you a bit of a different view of the train as we're going. Also, another thing that you could please add to this is Train Sim World's Alpha 3 camera. Please. Yes, that would be very useful. Well, actually, tell you what, I'll have the camera more like that. That's probably a bit of a nicer angle. Okay, there we go. Okay, yes. Yeah, Semmeringbahn and West Somerset Railway do that, for me too, as I'm also running it on a virtual machine parallel desktop. Yeah. Semmeringbahn, West Somerset Railway, I get to a certain point on them and they crash. Luckily, I was able to get a refund for the Semmeringbahn, because it was within the time limit. Yeah, that's the one. Are you guys macOS users? Yes, I run. I'm running this on a late 2015 iMac, and I'm running it on. So if I switch over, you can see I'm running macOS, and I'm running a virtual machine called Parallels Desktop, which basically allows you to run Windows on Mac as an application, essentially. Quite a lot, yes. Great. Maybe one could get in contact with AP to ask them whether... Oh! Oh no! Did it emergency brake? It might have emergency braked. Ah, no. I think it has, because I didn't hear the sound because it was outside. Okay, gonna need a little bit of this pressure as well. Nope, there we go. Yep, it's emergency braking. Aww. Well, there go the points. It's okay. Right. Right. Maybe we'll get with AP to ask them whether there's Kaizen, whether it's more frame rate intensive. Perhaps. It could also be shader issues. Perhaps they're using different shaders and that might not work, which they wouldn't know. The reason why I thought, oh, there's something going on here, is because I thought I heard the brakes applying, which, as it turns out, I did. Yes. From AP, I've only got their 442 and 52 sound packs as of yet. I used to have a Mac, also used Parallels. Ah, there we are. Oh, right. Passengers, this is your pilot speaking. We are having an unscheduled stop on the line here. Please do not disembark the spacecraft. This is only a temporary stop. If I can figure out how to release the emergency brake. If the red signal clears, yes. Thank you. Okay, so can I release the brakes? Is that working? don't know that it is. Let's see. Maybe if I put it in neutral. Is there some sort of a reset thing somewhere? Okay. Brakes released. Let's have a look. Nope, it's still an emergency. If I put that in emergency, put it on hold, release. How do I reset this? I don't want to restart because we've got human fall flat after this. Yes, I know I did save, but... Ooh, actually, maybe if I turn... Maybe I put the pantograph down and then back up. Is the pantograph down? Yes, okay. Right. Put that in apply and then into hold. Now let's put the pantograph up again. N is the back one, yes. Which actually, if you can actually watch it go up and down, which is quite nice. If you, if I turn the camera this way, and then go, and then go in, turn it over to this. Oops, sorry, that was too slow. There you go. Saw it coming up. I'm not sure that that's changed anything. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot skiing. XD60. Sure, red signal, tell us another. I wonder, is it a 60-second wait? Maybe. I don't really know. I don't know either, unfortunately. I guess... okay, well, we've gone past 9. Code Monkey, it's possibly numpad plus to acknowledge the TMV demand and then handle a release. Oh, numpad plus, let's try that. Ah, it is! It's... right. It was, thank you very much. Numpad plus. Put that on that. Now the pressure is dropping. Code Monkey, you saved the day. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, the only reason why that happened is because I was watching from the outside, and so I didn't hear the beep. Oh, and there's a red signal anyway, so hopefully we've not lost too much time. Hopefully we've not lost too much time. Oh, wait, what? We've still got positive points? Even with all that speeding? An emergency brake? That genuinely surprises me. Actually, I should probably quick save. Right. I can never remember how to reset it. You did remember how to reset it. That's... what... yeah. Put into emergency again, and then restart it? I tried that. But that wasn't working. Okay. GG, Code Monkey. Yay! Many thanks. Wow! How many do you have? Your face cam's covering it. Oh, I have 135 points. The next signal is still red. Oops. Beeps. Ooh, 130. Okay. 130, but going to slow down. Actually, no, it's going to slow down to 130. Right. So that's 110, 20, 30. There we are. Wow! Wow! Oh, woo! You know, Slovak Eagle did make a session for the TGV once, but I could never get it working. Oh, signaling disabled? What? What do you mean? What do you mean this signaling is disabled? I know what they mean. It's because we're getting out of the TVM or whatever it's called. Apparently. So I'm gonna have to use the HUD at the bottom. Oh, 160? I thought it was 130. Okay, I guess I can accelerate then to 160. They're not holding your hand anymore. Oh no! That's a nice sound of it accelerating. 23 kilometers left? Well, more like 22, really. But yeah, around there. Not gonna take that long. Yeah, it is now 21.5, around there. I'm just gonna have to hope that all the signals are clear. Natural level crossing. Alright, 20. Yes. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, it is 20. I must have seen it wrongly. Mm-hmm. Suddenly 160 feels so slow. Yeah, this is one of very few trains where traveling at 160 kilometers per hour feels quite slow. Especially when you go down to 80 kilometers per hour. Just, what, 80? Like 80 kilometers an hour? Really? Ugh, I feel like a snail could beat me. Right. Or left, whichever you prefer. And imagine duplex in this livery. Let's have a look. Alright. Might not look that bad, actually. Every single HST livery ever? I'm used to miles per hour, so kilometers per hour really does seem slow. Yeah, I'm used to miles per hour as well. Although, wouldn't it seem... Yeah, well, yeah, it does. Because if you're thinking traveling at 160 miles per hour, now that's quite a big difference to 160 kilometers per hour. It's like 80 kilometers per hour is 50 miles per hour. So 80 is 50 miles per hour. Yeah, same. Being the UK... Wait, what? You are the UK? Since when? This is news to me. Why have you never said? Why have you never said? I like some parts of German routes, but mainly British. Yeah, I find myself driving on British routes mostly as well. And then I'd probably say American. Or perhaps, well, a bit European as well. In the UK, XD. Boris, is that you? Yeah, I mean, with how he's acting, you'd think he was the sovereign ruler of the UK. But, well. Duh, that chat user outsmarted me. Well, if you truly were him, then it wouldn't be very difficult. Anyway, right. Haha, yeah. Very nice. Yeah, this probably already is within the city limits of Lyon, I would guess. Although maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe the outskirts, perhaps. Ooh, no. What does that say? Saint Priest. Saint Pri? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Except if that pronunciation just was correct. In that case, I do have an idea of how to pronounce it. Oh, we've got a 40 coming up. I can handle that with the cruise control. If I don't get distracted by oh, hello, chat, yes. Right. Haha, lol, xdxd. Hello, VGR. Oh, VGR, are you here? Hello. You catch us in France. Yes. I'm lucky that that yard on the left there is as empty as it is, because if it were full, then my performance would have plummeted. Okay, slowing down to 140. And I can use the train brake as well, or loco brake, to slow down a little bit more if I need to. But especially when we're going to get to sort of the slower speeds, where the dynamic brake's not going to be as effective. But at the moment we're still traveling fast enough that the dynamic brake should be enough, basically. Yes. Oh, gone from the chat view again. Maybe it's malfunctioning, or maybe he just doesn't like France that much. Yeah, the yard's probably empty because the devs didn't want to bother modeling additional French rolling stock just for yard clutter. Yeah, I had that same thought. There's 100 coming up, 100 speed limit. Yeah, slowing down to 100. We're gonna be crawling soon. I think 100 is around 70 miles per hour, around there, I think. I don't know why actually, yeah, I do know why. Well, I can drive from out here as well, given we don't need the in-cab seat. Well, actually, no, I can't, because I just remembered I've got to set the cruise control, so I know how fast I'm going to be going, so that's pretty much why I'm driving like this, zoomed in. And then, yeah, there's the 80 coming up. Actually, not sure if I should really slow down to 100 quite yet. No, let's keep it at 120 and then slow down a little bit, because we've got a little bit of time to make up, because according to this we're going to be a few minutes late. But I have no idea why we're going to be late. Maybe there was a red signal or something. We'll have to ask some of the passengers. Okay. Hello, Shout Ice. Wait, is that France? Ugh, I'm out. Brackets. Joke. 80. Nauseate phase, eh? 80 is too slow. Well, it's 50 miles an hour. 80 kilometers an hour is 50 miles an hour, which is faster than most American railways. Oh, right. Okay, slowing down as well. Probably gonna use the... Oop, not that much, didn't mean to... It's so easy to put this train brake into emergency. It's so incredibly easy. If you just hold the button down a little bit too long, you put it into emergency. That's unfortunate. Luckily I now know how to release that. Passengers? Yeah, we're stopped at another red signal coming into Lyon. Yeah, the station's very busy. Sorry about this. Okay. Exactly. Okay, that's being released, hopefully. Yes, maybe. Yes, being released. Good, good. Forward, accelerate, and off we go! Ladies and gentlemen, the red signal has been cleared and we are back on our way to Lyon. Apologies for the delay, your connecting services will not connect. Sorry, will connect. They will be waiting for you. Great Western Railways apologizes for the delay, for some reason. Okay, here we go. Yes. Normally I don't tend to put trains into emergency this much. It's just, well, in one case I didn't hear the alarm, and in the other case it was me not being used to how quickly the brake lever moves. Casually swindles the passengers. No, it's all in the company guidelines. It's all official procedure. Yeah, I mean, just look at how slow the everything's moving out there. It feels faster because we were stopped, but actually, it's really not that fast. But it's also not that slow if you look at it like this. Oh, look at that jointed rail we've just gone over. Glad we've got some super elevation here. XTTD. GWR? Sure. Casually and officially swindles the passengers. Yes. There's so much swindling going on in the world right now that one more won't hurt, especially if it's something innocent as this. Imagine if this bit of the route had wooden sleepers. Oh, that'd be something. And if they're all different lengths as well. Okay, there's a 60 coming up, so... okay, gonna idle the power. Wait, speeding? Ah! Oh, it must have been a signal. Hold on. Apply, hold. Nope, wait, we're in emergency again? Really? Are you sure? I didn't think I'd put it in there. Okay, I'm going to have to... Okay, I want to see how this works, this lever. I want to watch the thing. Hold on. This is strange. Is that a bug? One moment. Okay, that's being released. Good. Okay, now if I put it into hold, put it into apply, going up, going on to hold. I guess that, yeah, it is really that picky. Also, why is the speed limit back up to 90? That's odd. Anyway, oh no, it isn't. It's 60. Sorry, did I just misread that, or was it 90? Anyway, yeah, it really is just that delicate. If you hold the button for a fraction of a second too long, it puts it into emergency. Anyway, that should be... well, it's something to get used to. It's something to get used to. Anyway, imagine if this... Right. Yeah, best not panic the passengers. Oh, right, the cruise control wasn't set properly. That's another good thing. You know those positive points I had? Well, we're at negative 414 now. So, no, it's back up to 90 again, the speed limit. It was 90. I did see it correctly. I did Tor Putty Cat. Okay, now, let's try using the brake correctly. So, well, actually we don't now because it's leveling out, but... okay. Right. Otherwise, things might not turn out ideally for SNCF. Yeah. We're just 3 kilometers away from Lyon, Part du B, or however that's pronounced. Should be there soon. We should have started Human Fall Flat half an hour ago. That is not ideal. Emichu, if you're watching this, sorry, there were technical difficulties with red signals. Come here, 20 bird. Come here. Come here, Tweety bird. Actually, one moment. I should quickly check on Discord because Emichu might be... One moment. Emichu might be confused as to what's going on. Nope. No messages. Okay. Right, fine. That's fine. Okay. Back to this. Oh, wait, did I switch back? Yes, I did switch back. Good. Huh. Didn't want to not have switched back. Okay. $200 away. One thing that cruise control does mean it makes it easy to become complacent, which is true for most forms of automation I found, but cruise control specifically, as well as in-cab signaling and things like that. There we go. It's on the map at the bottom. Lyon, how do be. Or how, please tell me. If you know how to correctly pronounce it, please tell me how to pronounce it correctly. I would love to learn. Okay, it looks like there is no further speed restriction coming in. So, we should be able to just basically go in there and then stop with a nice emergency brake in the station. Ooh, and that was a yellow signal. I do think that that means that the next signal is red, so probably a good idea to not run over. Also, probably should save. I meant Tweety Bird, not 20. Yes, Tweety Bird, yes. But yeah, oh, yellow. Okay. There's quite a bit of trackage up here. Or is it amber? Could be either. Oh, is the internet still up? Or did the internet just drop? Okay, now let's see if I can correctly break this. Put it into apply. Put it into hold. Oh, one sec. There we go. Is the internet... Was the internet gone? Is it back? Stream's freezing now. Oh, that's internet issues. Oh no, that's internet issues. I'll reload the page. Oh, I thought it was me. No, it's my internet. It is my internet issues. Oh, there we go. One moment. Okay. Right. So we're about 7 minutes late. Okay, so there we are. Lyon. Just stopped. And, yes. That was a nice run. Pity there were some red signals on the way that caused our delay. But other than that, it was great. All stops for the service have been completed. Good, good. The amount of points. I was so late they gave me negative 3,000 points. Yeah. See? 500 points, then just negative 1. A little bit. There was the emergency brake and stuff. But then in C, it was just more emergency brake. And then here, the speeding and then stuff. But that's okay. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, let's see, we can try doing human fall flat, but it may not work if the internet isn't cooperative. Okay, and we probably will. Okay, we'll try doing human fall flat next. We'll try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So see you all momentarily. Bye. Many thanks, it was lovely. Great piloting too. The landing was perfect. It's okay. Hopefully fine on the archive. It should be, yeah. Back. Okay, right. Good, sure.